Live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thank you very much for joining us. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. This is something we do every weekday. We start at 1 o'clock. We go throughout the afternoon. We cover a wide range of topics on here, including breaking news. If that were to happen, we would have that here. So thanks for joining us, however you're finding us. Right now, though, we are talking about sharks. Yes, Sharktoberfest, an event happening at OMSI in association with Oregon State and the Big Fish Lab. A lot to talk about in here in a breakdown. And it's sharks. Who doesn't want to talk about sharks? Joining us right now, we have Alexandra McInturf from OSU and from the Big Fish Lab. And thank you. As always, it's great to have you here on the show to talk about this and just all the amazing work that you all do down there. But Sharktoberfest, we got to get into this here. So would you mind letting us know, maybe for everybody who doesn't know, could you just tell us a little bit about the Big Fish Lab and just some of the work that you do there at OSU?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me. Yes, so I'm with Big Fish Lab at Oregon State. We are the Pacific Northwest's dedicated shark research program. So our research covers the entire Oregon and Washington coasts, even though we are based out at Newport. We study Oregon's about 16 different shark species. We study where they go, what they eat, how many there might be, and what their role in the local ecosystems is.
And so it's covering so many different aspects there when it comes to the research of sharks. And when it comes to, the kind of public events that you have like this, why do you think it is important to have these kinds of events where people can come down and actually interact with you all, but also learn a little bit more about what we have here in the Northwest?
I love that question so much. I think we have a responsibility in the research community, particularly for sharks, right? This is an animal that's been really negatively stigmatized historically, right? I'm sure a lot of people have seen Jaws. And we get a lot of people here in Oregon and up in Washington that say, hey, we had no idea that there were so many sharks around or that we had so many different species. So our goal really is to shed light on not only the species we have here, but what it's really like to be a shark in these ecosystems, right? They're not out to hurt you. They play really vital roles in making sure our local coastal ecosystems are healthy. And so we're going to be talking about all of that and more at Sharktoberfest tomorrow.
And yeah, getting to see, again, how important that is. When it comes to sharks off the Oregon coast, and you're talking about how important it is and for people to learn more about that. What do you think the most important thing is for people to know? That there are some of those stigmas out there, whether it's Jaws or something like that, or that sharks are scary. What are some of the important things that people should know about the sharks, say, off the Pacific Northwest coast?
Yes, I think what's important to know is that they're there. And what we like to say in our group is that shark-infested waters are a good thing. So when sharks are around, that means the ecosystem is healthy. They help regulate their prey populations. We have salmon, we have hake, and those are really important fisheries to us. And so making sure that the sharks are around to ensure that other predators aren't eating too many of them, and that there's enough prey to go around for everybody in the ecosystem, that's all very important. So sharks play really critical ecosystem roles. And again, if they're around, it's a good thing. And it's just good to be aware that they're present, right? For example, if you're walking on the beach in Oregon, you might see a washed up salmon shark, and that's really common. And another thing we want people to know is if you do see these animals anywhere, even if you're on the water or on the beach, we want to know about it. So please do report it to the Big Fish Lab because we can do some really cool science with those specimens.
And talking about the science aspect and this event in particular, so can you tell people what to expect at Sharktoberfest?
Yes, I'm so excited. This is our third annual Sharktoberfest. It's the second one we've done in Portland, and it is our only annual fundraising event. So we are super excited to have so many different vendors there. There's going to be drinks, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. It is a 21+ event. We're going to have some in-person shark dissections of animals that were caught accidentally and then donated to the lab. We're working with OPB. We have a field guide coming out, so there will be a sneak peek of that being shown tomorrow. We have some incredible artists, including Mike Bennett, who is a little bit of a Portland celebrity. He'll be doing a live painting of a salmon shark. So we have so many different components to this event. It's going to be so fun. And of course, we have our very own Shark Week scientists who are going to be there, and all of us can answer questions about anything you want to know regarding sharks here in Oregon or even globally.
So great opportunity to interact in so many different ways. And yeah, Mike Bennett, that's awesome, doing a live painting there too, on top of that. So just when it comes to the science side of things, and you obviously dedicating, your life to this. This is your career. For you and for the other scientists there, what do you think it is that draws you to this field so much, that makes you so passionate about it?
What's really interesting is I get that question a lot because I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I've truly enjoyed learning about coastal ecosystems in Oregon and Washington. I think I'm drawn to predators for the same reasons that a lot of people are. And I think honestly that probably started a little bit with fear and intimidation. And then you start to learn about how important these animals are and how discriminating they are when they're in the water. Their behaviors are just so cool. They're not mindless man eaters. And every shark seems a little bit different, right? There's over 500 species worldwide. So what I like to say is I was a little bit nervous to learn about them when I was younger, but then to know them is to love them. And so we feel very strongly about ocean conservation globally and here in Oregon and Washington. And we feel very strongly as well that sharks play a huge role in making sure that we can conserve our local ecosystems, and that benefits everybody, right? You don't even have to live by the water to benefit from the impact that sharks have.
Well, this event is certainly a good way to celebrate all of that, the work that you do, and for people to come out and just, honestly, it sounds like a lot of fun. So, so good. There's so many amazing things hitting on this. For everybody out there, though, who wants to find out more information, both about the event and the Big Fish Lab in general and the work that you do, what's the best place for them to go?
The best place to find us is online. You can Google Big Fish Lab, you'll find us. We're also on Instagram. If you are in the Portland area, you will also probably see our brand new license plate, which will be featured on the back of all the TriMet buses. Proceeds from that plate go partially to support the lab, so our contact information is on there as well.
Great. Well, lots of ways to get in touch and to enjoy this event, and always great to have you on here to talk about the work that you do. So I really appreciate it. I know you've got a lot going on here getting ready for this, but thanks for having some time for us here on Fox 12 Now.
Thank you so much for having me.
And for everybody watching, we appreciate you joining in as well. As I mentioned, we're live streaming here. If there's ever breaking news between 1 and 4 p.m., this is also the place to go for that. But thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of it. We're going to take a break. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.